Ho, ho, ho! Welcome to Deck Check, the first only merry, jolly 10-minute testing ripoff that can do it all in one night. Today is Christmas Eve, and I thought to celebrate, we should invite none other than the big jolly man himself, Albion the Santa Claus direct. But he's not coming to the party alone. No, he's bringing gifts for all the good boys in the entire world. So if our opponents are nice this year and let us resolve Branded Fusion, they'll get as a present a yummy treat that will start their plays for them, and then we'll probably lose if they're actually playing yummy. But it's fine, because they were good this year. However, if they're naughty and they ash the Branded Fusion, then they'll get some ash of their own. That's right, a lump of coal! Thea the Primal Being was kind of the best approximation of a lump of coal we could find, because it's a dark rock that kind of is a summon floodgate a little bit. The only card in the game with coal in its name is Charcoal and Patchy, and I don't know, we couldn't figure out how to get him in the combo. Meanwhile, in this deck, if we do actually get ashed on Branded Fusion, it's still, like, really, really difficult to get this combo off. Like, you end up needing a way into Cartesia so you can get to Gronganyol, because Gronganyol then mills the Thea from deck. But you also then need another way to get to Sanctifier. It's a lot, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll fucking get there, alright? It's Christmas. We've got the Christmas spirit on our side. We've got joy and hope in our hearts. So let's be on our merry way and get to delivering those presents. Alright. Draw phase. This thing. Probably just you, I think. Actually, it was me. That's true. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, that's true. I've decided uncritically that that's probably true. I think we get lost here, actually, and then normal the kit. So that we get fusion. Because we need to find Cartesia here. No, maybe it's... Yeah, here's what we do, is we get lost. Normal summon kit. Add Branded Fusion. Put back the Quem, we don't need that right now. Lost. Activate Fusion. And they were nice, so they get a yummy treat. And let me check the grave real quick. Not using Albion effect, because we need Albaz and Grave for this Cartesia. Go Cartesia. You two. I think we just go... Yeah, I think we go Titaniclad here. End phase. You come back to hand. Albion set Brandon in red. Titaniclad summon Quem. Summon Quem. Effect, send Ecclesia. No effect. Brandon in red. Immediately get back Albaz. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Effective lost. And now, because you've been a good boy and let me play my whole turn, you get a yummy treat. And yeah, get Albion, whatever. All right. Okay. Got a little kick. It's fine for now. Getting a field spell and a sinful spoil. Could be White Forest. Kaiju Waterfront. Kyoto Waterfront. This field spell of the Kaiju archetype. 2 separate clauses. What a fucking narcissist living on Santa Claus Lane, by the way. I mean, nobody else lives there, so you might as well. I don't really have a way to stop them from using Deception here, because I know they have a monster in hand. They have the Sapphire Pegasus. I'm imagining this is probably like to an like whatever you might call pure Azamina. It's just kind of a weird brew with the kaijus. Here, now they have to make Ilya Sylvia. And I can still negate this and just fuse with the Cupsy. I'm trying to decide if that's what I want to do, because I need to get Mirror Jade on board or I'm kind of out of stuff to do. They're keeping the treat. I'm taking it. For negating my Albaz, I'm taking it back. Fuck you, kid. Be nicer next year. Completely true. Hallowed coming down again. Sure. Hallowed Send wanted. Now we summon Muarcielago. Sure. Get another wanted. What anime character do you think could do Santa's job? You know, I bet you Albaz could do it. He's got lots of forms. He's versatile. I also think Bob from Bob's Burgers could do it. We have activated the Sapphire Pegasus. We've activated the Sapphire Pegasus. Do you read me? We've activated it. We've selected as our action for the turn, we will be activating Sapphire Pegasus. That's what we're doing right now. You're fucking with me, right? Alright, we're more in on the Crystal Beasts than I thought we were gonna be. I'll own up to that. There's a couple more than I expected. Yeah, so now they out the Mirror Jade, whatever. I don't even care. Man, you know, I ain't even got it on me right now. Sure. Get rid of you. So we'll activate Mirror Jade. And we have room to resolve Quem, but I don't think we're doing anything with Quem right now. So we'll just kind of leave her for now. They get a Kaiju here. What we even need the Kaiju for is anyone's guess. We're kind of done here. This is it. Presenting my board. There it is. That's all there is anymore. Okay, so this is actually Crystal Beast. I was kind of thinking, like, surely this is just the Rainbow Bridge of Salvation package, but no, we actually are in on Crystal Beasts. So we're gonna, now that we've chewed through the whole board, we can start doing Crystal Beast stuff, whatever that is. The pile growth. The thing about it is this is, like, what we're seeing now is them getting closer to just an archetype. Like, this is more Crystal Beast stuff. This is not another archetype being added on. We've revealed what deck we were playing the whole time. So now we have a card in hand, so we can just summon another Quem. And I think we just send Retribution for, like, follow-up stuff. An additional normal has been used. And you just hold the Retribution until... This is some anime shit, like when Pegasus pivots from Tunes to Relinquished. So the thing is, I think you're kind of like... You're being a little too harsh on this. This player just used a bunch of Azamina stuff to bait out on our action, and then started playing their main engine. That's like a... That's pretty normal, I would say. Azamina is a pretty common package to play in decks, especially like this, that have... like a lot of spell trap cards to use for, like... like Vengeance, if they're on that. Don't know if they're on Vengeance, but... yeah, so now they just get to summon 3 monsters here, because Golden Rule is kind of insane. Imagine Golden Rule in a good deck. just very... I think you're just kind of balking at the idea of playing Crystal Beasts at all, which is fine. It's fun. I get it. I get that it's weird to play Crystal Beasts. I get that you don't really... that you're a little uncomfortable with the idea that that's a real thing that people do. I don't like it either, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. I think that's gross. I think these people should... I think these people... They're not people. That's what I'll say. Like, I get it. I understand. Merry Crystalmas. Merry Crystal B... Hold on. Creased. No, hold on. I'm almost there. I am so close to getting this one. Because there's Chris from Crystal, but there's... No, that's already got Christ. So we could just get right through... How do we get Beast in there? Happy Christmas Beeve. Beeve is kind of... Oh, Beeve. Christmas Beeve. Shut the fuck up, me. Alright, that's Corridor. I don't like seeing Corridor. Format Saryuja. It's a cold and it's a broken Saryuja. Still laughing at Beeve. I'm still laughing at Beeve. Oh, so they're summoning the kaiju. Alright, alright. You know what? I was unfamiliar with your game. Of course. No, yeah, for sure. Talents, sure. I get it. They stole Christmas! They're the Grinch! They took Santa! The Grinch stole Santa! What the fuck?! That evil green bastard that I hate. The Grinch. The Grinch. The Grinch. Alright, so they're giving us back a Loubob in attack position. Do you get it back? We're gonna find out today. We did get it back, yeah. Did you guys hear about this, actually? I haven't streamed in so long, I almost forgot to talk about this. They... Okay, so... An interview was released with a lot of the people that worked on Ron Howard's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And... So what they said in that interview was that Jim Carrey was under so much stress having to do 8 hours of makeup every day that he was about to quit, but they brought in a guy from the CIA that trained people to withstand torture to teach him how, like, coping mechanisms for, like, being in the Grinch makeup all day. It's insane. He's saying shit like, start punching yourself in the leg, smoke cigarettes. There's apparently pictures of him with, like, a long cigarette holder. because if he smoked the cigarettes too close to his face, the hair on the costume would catch fire. It was nuts. It said this was an interesting one. When you start to spiral, if the TV is on, turn it off and turn on the radio. That one, that's kind of interesting. Just as like a coping mechanism for like any sort of like spiraling episode of some sort. All right, they ran out of time. I want to keep telling this Grinch story though. This is all going in the video. The funniest part though, I'll wrap it up. The funniest part of the interview was when Jim Carrey reveals that the guy they brought in from the CIA went on to start SEAL Team 6. They practiced for Bin Laden on the fucking Grinch. Do you understand that? They literally they literally did Augustus Mayhew going out like, ladies and gentlemen of Whoville, we got him. That's Saddam Hussein. That's a different guy, but it's so good. It took me the whole article. The whole article was good. When I got to that line, I lost it. I lost it. Orphis Scorpio, your support's over there. What are you doing here? Not really any information about what we're about to see, because all we've seen is... Oh, okay. Alright, you know. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Whatever floats your fucking boat, man. Whatever sucks your dick clean off the sockets, dude. Whatever turns your ass into another state of matter. Do what you must, but I wash my hands of this shit. This is naughty. This is not nice. People will just play fucking anything, huh? This is some sort of limbo between naughty and nice. This is like the gray Jedi of Santa's list. How do we feel about gray Jedi in my chat? Good, bad? A lot of Star Wars opinions in the hideout. The naughty child has become centrist. Alright, it was Materiactor the whole time. It was Phantom Knights the whole time. See, AngryBread, this is a pile. This is what a pile looks like. Okay? And this is the sound of a robot. We're bringing back live materia action. That's true. Xyz Armor Fortress. These cards insist upon themselves. They insist upon themselves, Lois. They insist upon themselves. They insist upon themselves. Detaching Mean Merciless, because now Mean can detach the other material from Xyz. Meltdown. Have not thought about these cards in a while because they did not materialize into a playable deck. Okay, anyone who understands this reference, I think this is a reference for exactly Daimax. Do you know what I mean when I say Materiactor feels exactly like Nubatama? Like in every conceivable way, right? This would be Burning Abyss a few years ago. Folks, what do we think? Could you send this deck back to 2015? This is what I mean when I was talking about that Twitter thread, though. This deck sucks so much fucking ass, but would absolutely dog walk 2015 Shadow, right? Because it does something. Decks back then didn't do things. It was a different time. You didn't have to do something. There's no incentive to do so. Why is my opponent building a board without a profit incentive? Are they stupid? Alright, the Mean Merciless is now banished. That's great. Cherubini sends something. They're going to send it for cost. If it's a light or dark, they might be so owned. What are we looking at here? Ancient Cock. See, if we do that... Yeah, they'll pretty much do exactly what they're already doing. So I think we just hold the Saronir for the Torn Scales. Send Dormouse actually would have that would have made me leave. That would have made me go do something else. Get boots. Yeah, I really can't tell at this point if they've been naughty or nice. Maybe we should put it to like a vote. At the end of the combo, we're gonna vote if they were naughty or nice. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it to a vote. New poll. Was this combo naughty or nice? Democracy is ontologically naughty. You got a license to use ontologically? Not just anyone can say that shit, man. Alright, here comes Fusion Destiny. So what that tells me is that the combo is now over. Like, we're done. So go ahead and vote now. What'd you think? Naughty or nice? Probably just... Alright, the poll is tied right now. Anyone's vote could change the odds for everyone. The DP at the end made it at least 20% more quaint. That's true. That's true. That's true. Alright, what do we think? Naughty or nice? Alright, they just use the other Fog Blade, sure. Full armored. Alright. Alright, alright. Alright, so the poll ended as a tie again. Is this like a deliberate bit you guys are doing where you just end every poll on this channel in a tie? Because as we've discussed multiple times, you guys don't get to do bits. I'm the streamer. I'm the one who does the bits. You got branded fusion. Well, they didn't Nash it. You know what that means. All right. All right. Hold on. There, now they have to equip their own Exa card from field instead of being able to equip the Gabanga from grave. This is like low-key, like a nothing interaction. Just forcing them to lose like the most minuscule amount of value ever. Now they're going for IP. They're cleaning house. SP, get rid of the fusion dupe, I guess. No, just getting rid of Albion, sure. But they forgot we already had an Albion. Add opening. Activate the opening for Quem. Effect to Quem. Special summon the tour guide for man. Sure, dog. That sounds funny. Fusion dupe the... that thing. And now. Now we can hold that for a minute. And do this. In main phase, we'll Cartesia. Gossip Shadow, okay. I didn't hold A quick enough. And now we have to do this, because they'll just pop the... I guess I could have openinged. Now they Gossip Shadow. Which is naughty, by the way. These two. Effect. And effect is Saronir. Send Retribution. And add a Loubob. So I have it on pretty good authority that we're not losing this turn because of Queritus. Wielder. Sure. Cicada King, right. I don't think they found a Materia Reactor card there. So they just got to reorder their deck. Ah, Cess. Force out the Cicada King. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think we've attempted Albaz yet, have we? So if they attempt to, if they pop Queritus with access code, then we do get to... Now, they don't need to do that. I don't know if they have enough attributes engraved to out this whole board. We have opening anyway. Yeah, let's just let you live. And I think this is still the right thing to do, even though... This is Retribution. So I can get over the Alubers. Sure. Contrary to popular belief, I am not dead. Now, in end phase, we get Cart back, Retribution. Yeah, because Branded Fusion is banished. Get back Fallen. Incredible. That's pretty good. Not too bad. Infuse these two into Madragon. And this... Set it to your field. Yeah, let's do this. I could have specialed this first, but it put it, I guess it didn't really put it in any dangerous situation. Normal Aluber. Let's make you light. Send. No, we don't need to send you. It'll send. Send Shrouded. Searing. Discard. Not yet. Send, I think, High Spirits. Oh no, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send Lost and then reset it with Tragedy. That's fine. Now, Yu and Sanctifier. Special summon the cart, put back the Sanctifier. Battle phase. Attack. Attack. Send Albion. Banish you. Attack. Attack. In end phase, Albion for bread. Then get Ecclesia and High Spirits. Brandon in red. Add you back. Santa. And they're gonna try to play, and they're gonna be so fucking mad. Make you light. Use these two. Still no materia actor. And here we go. Send Thea the Primal Being. Effect of Santa. Summon Quem and give them a lump of fucking coal. Eat that, Grinch. And they normal Prima. Cool. Merry Christmas, everybody. Well, I think we all learned a valuable lesson there about the true meaning of Christmas. Specifically, I think we've learned that there's no reason to find meaning in Christmas. There's no meaning to life at all. We're all gonna die, and the sun's gonna explode eventually. So you should really just give up on everything and kill it. Anyway, enough with the Scrooge talk. When we're not doing a stupid bit that loses the game immediately, Brand is actually kind of fun. I don't know. I enjoy this deck at least. I think it's kind of interesting that they've found like a lot of really interesting ways to get Albaz on field during your opponent's turn to try and use him as interruption. It also kind of is going to make it awkward when we get white Albaz because you have to play at least one of the old Albaz to make like a lot of these like older cards still work. If you just play 3 white Albaz, then all this infrastructure that has been built up around quickly summoning Albaz just kind of goes out the window. I think this was kind of a fun excuse to like try out Branded again before having to learn like a radically different take on it for Burst Protocol coming up soon. I should probably start working on that video. I've been procrastinating a lot lately. But why shouldn't I be procrastinating? It's Christmas, baby. So from my family to yours, I wish you a happy holidays, and may you not get a lump of fucking coal in your stocking. How's it going, everybody?